Hello and welcome again to our Top Talks for Better Living. I'm Kukwana Elta. Kukwana means grandmother. Some people, yes, might not understand why I say I'm a grandmother, but I'm wearing a uniform. Just hang on a minute. You will catch up as we go along. So many people went into nursing profession and you ask them, why did you become a nurse? Why are you in that profession? So many people will tell you so many reasons. Others will tell them, oh, I was inspired about the way nurses walk. They are all like, quack, 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 with confidence, or the way they dress, the way they are so clean, or others will say, oh, I got inspired when my mother was sick, the way they looked after her, or they did this and this to my uncle, or the way my child was so sick, and then so many stories that you will hear. Others, of course, will say, oh, I just got attracted because I think there is more money there. Others will say, oh, I never wanted to be a nurse, but my mom wanted me to be a nurse, so I ended up there. But when I was there, I never wanted to look back. So ask me as well, what was my reason of becoming a nurse? Well, my story is different, but not very different. During our time, early 80s in my country, that time for our people, there was no other profession except when you finish A-levels, that is matric. It's either you'll be a doctor if you are rich, you are able to go to university. Otherwise, you stay a nurse or you do clerical job if you get that job, or you are a teacher. Those were the most popular professions. So I didn't have any choice. I really wanted to be an actress, but unfortunately I couldn't make it because my parents couldn't afford. So I ended up in nursing. Ask me again, what would I love to be? Would I want to be a nurse? Or I will choose nursing again and again and again and again. Why do I say that? Listen to the following 6 big reasons that I have. There are so many reasons that can make you choose nursing today. Nursing is a most rewarding profession. If you are a nurse, you look after the patient, right? You advocate for them, right? You look after them in total. They call it holistic approach nursing. You look after them in totality. That means that you don't necessarily concentrate on their physical problem that you see now. You go beyond, you go to their families, social background. How are their situation at home? How are things at school? How is you try to get all those things that come around your patient. And then by the time the patient gets out of the hospital, is totally healed, You look after that small, tiny baby when they were still baby. You look at them, they were 23 weeks, and then now they're going home. Sometimes they even come back to say hello. Isn't it that rewarding? Everybody will be smiling. The families at home are smiling because you have intervened even to the social media. On their way back, going home now in tears, so emotional, the way they say goodbye. Remember those videos when people were recovered from COVID, wheeled from the hospital, going the way, the joy that those nurses were showing that they have achieved. Sometimes you look back, you say, if I didn't do 1, 2, 3, this patient wouldn't be going home today. Isn't it so rewarding? Secondly, there is no job cleaner than nursing. I understand we work in hospitals where there is a lot of infection. You would say it's the dirtiest place in the world, but the nursing itself, there is no job cleaner than nursing. I understand we work in hospitals where there is a lot of infection. You would say it's the dirtiest place in the world, but the nursing itself is a very clean job, because each time you go there, because you are on front line, the health setup is protecting you. Anyhow, just look at the way the PPEs were served in organizations like hospitals as compared to your work area. You know, all the doctors every day and night were crying PPEs for doctors, PPEs for people on front line. It's because we protect the nurses from all that infection. So it's clean. It's a very clean job. And then when you go to work, the first thing you come, you wash hands. You are clean. Before you touch the patient, you wash hands. You make sure you are clean. We make sure you are safe. So isn't it that a safe job? Some of our work industries don't even have curbs, don't even have enough PPEs and stuff like that, and nobody cares. But in nursing, your welfare is well up front. Besides being a clean job, nursing is so economically safe. From the first day you start working, you get paid. You get grants, because nurses are needed every day. And when you finish, you get a fed check as well. Compare it with other professions. It's a very high paying job. And then besides, you can always make your extra money. Today, tomorrow, if you want to make extra money, you just go back to work. You're still paid per hours. You get so many amount per hour. So it will look after your economic needs. There is no retirement and there is no retrenchment. Have you ever heard that a nurse so was retrenched? No. We need nurses every now and then, so you will never run out of a job. And then besides, you only retire when you want to, but you can always go back. You see, I said I'm on a uniform, I'm Kukwana, I'm retired. But just now I just came from work because I missed going there. I wanted to make a little extra for the day. You see, you can also expand your horizons in nursing. Okay? Nursing is not only about the bedpan. That when we grew up, we thought nurses they look after, their job is to give patients bedpans and stuff like that. It's not only that. If you don't want that bedpan part, which is the basics, of course, you need to learn how to look after people. You can switch to something else. You can specialize in something else. Like myself, I specialize in neonatal nursing, looking after those tiny tots. You can do orthopedics. You can be an administrator. You have a degree in admin, and then from there, you can work anywhere else in any organization. You can administer that. You can be manager there. You don't necessarily have to be a manager in the ward, right? You can specialize in teaching, and then you can be teaching elsewhere other than nursing. You can do anything. If you just want to be a nurse practitioner giving medicine only, you can just do that, branch onto that. Besides, you can be into business. You can open your own hospitals. You can run an agency. You can explore a lot. Just stay tuned on this channel, because we are going to talk about all this as we go along. If your husband or wife is relocating to another country, there is always a job for a nurse everywhere. You won't run short. If you want to explore around the world, you can be a travel nurse, work in this country for 6 months, 3 months, go to another country, work 2-3 months. There are agencies that do all those things, and you are being paid. You explore the world the way you want. So there are so many things. You can study up the ladder. You can be a doctor of nursing. It's so interesting, guys. Just come and be a nurse and enjoy the benefit. Besides, when you are a nurse, you learn a lot of things. You become diverse. You understand your anatomy, your simple anatomy. And that knowledge, it doesn't end at work. You take it home. You can use it for a family. You can understanding how things work. When you have got an abscess, you simply understand the anatomy there. And you don't necessarily have to go to the hospital for every little thing, because you understand what is happening in your body. You learn so many things from your multidisciplinary team. The doctors around you, your colleagues, your patients. You meet different types of patients, different races. You are just so diverse. You learn how other people do things, how different cultures do things. You learn so many things. I just remember that I learned how to do online trading in my hospital, because one of the grandparents of the babies I was looking after was just chatting, we're chatting, and then he just said to me, if you want to make more money or extra money, do online trading. I was like, hey, how do you do that? And then he told me, simple as that. And I got empowered. So you learn so many things because you interact with other people in a wider range. So you become diverse yourself. So there are so many things I can talk about nursing. There are so many advantages that will make you run to nursing today. So one last one, the most important, everyone would love to be in a relationship with a nurse, because if you have got a nurse in your life, it's so handy. If you have got a neighbor who is a nurse, you can just call, hey, how do I do this? I remember our neighbors used to come and ask me, how do I do this and this? My baby is having diarrhea. How could I do that? They come to my home for, for consultation. So as I said, when you are a nurse, you are knowledgeable, and then you are loved by everyone. You are loved by neighbors. You are loved by other people. That is why we said, some people said they got to nursing because they got inspired, because seeing what nurses do. So everyone loves a nurse, right? You will love a nurse for a wife. You will love a nurse for a husband because of their angelic touch, and they feel maybe they will look after them at home and they will just get healed, Isn't it that a blessing? So what are you waiting for? Why don't you just take that application pack, apply to be a nurse wherever you are in your country? So don't waste time. Start applying, start inquiring, or stay tuned for our next video. We'll be talking about what to prepare. What do you need to know before you choose this profession? We'll be having so many experienced people talking in this channel about nursing. So don't miss out. And if you have got any question that you want addressed about nursing, just add it there on the comment. We'll reach out to you so that you choose this profession with confidence. So stay blessed and bye for now.